Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a manga that utterly destroyed me. Not with flashy action or huge twists, but with one simple crushing number: 10,000 yen. Imagine a life so devoid of meaning, so utterly worthless by society's standards, that you could sell an entire year of it for roughly $100. That's the core premise of the 3-volume manga I Sold My Life for 10,000 yen per year, also known by its novel's title, 3 Days of Happiness. If you're looking for a story that forces you to stare directly at your own regrets and ask, what is the true value of my time? Then stick around, because this is the one. Our protagonist is Kusunoki, a college student approaching his 20s who is completely directionless, broke, and convinced he's a failure. He always believed he was destined for greatness, but in reality his life is empty. When he tries to sell his lost possessions, he gets tipped off about a mysterious agency, a place where you can sell your lifespan, your health, or your time. The appraisal is based on one chilling metric: how impactful your life is to the world and how many people you've affected. Kusunoki's remaining 30 years? They are valued at a measly 300,000 yen in total, or 10,000 yen per year. This is the final undeniable proof that his future is worthless. In a moment of absolute despair, he sells virtually everything, keeping only 3 months of life left to enjoy his small fortune. The contract has a catch. A mandatory observer is assigned to him. That's Miyagi. Not Miyagi from Karate Kid, but a beautiful observatress, the seemingly emotionless clerk from the agency. She's assigned to watch him until his death, ensuring he doesn't cause trouble and enforcing a strict proximity rule. If he strays, he risks immediate death. This is how a story about profound isolation becomes a story about inescapable forced intimacy. What follows isn't a race against time to complete a bucket list. It's a quiet, contemplative character study. As I read, I watched Kusunoki slowly, painstakingly try to figure out where he went wrong. He confronts old regrets, like his childhood friend Himeno, only to receive a devastating thematic lesson. His idealized memories were built on a lie, confirming that his past achievements held no lasting value. This stripping away of his past forces him to focus entirely on the present. And that's where the magic truly happens. The relationship with Miyagi. They start off with a rough dynamic, captor and captive, but they are united by a shared crushing loneliness. Miyagi is forced to witness Kusunoki actively seek meaning in his finite time. And through this constant observation, she slowly rediscovers her own desire to live. Their bond develops into something existentially intimate. It's not just traditional romance. It's a connection forged in the shadow of death, where they finally find a person with whom they can be truly vulnerable and honest. Kusunoki's goal shifts from trying to redeem his life to dedicating his remaining days to making Miyagi happy. He finds his self-worth in his direct, positive impact on another person. The climax is intensively bittersweet. In a final act of altruism, Kusunoki uses the last of his money to buy a lifespan for Miyagi, offering her a starting point for a new life, a life she had sacrificed years ago. But then, the shocking decision. Miyagi sells the lifespan back and chooses to die alongside him, a bit Romeo and Juliet-esque. Now, some critics argue that Miyagi's decision is contradictory, throwing away the chance for a stable future for an impulse. But for me, this is the story's ultimate thesis statement. Her choice proves that value is fundamentally rooted in profound connection, not financial security or biological longevity. A short, meaningful existence shared with the one person who saw her, was infinitely more valuable than a long, lonely life. Visually, Soichi Taguchi's art is understated but powerful. He uses a quiet, melancholic tone that lets every small conversation and subtle expression carry immense weight, perfectly matching the deep philosophical themes. The emotional cadence is restrained, which makes the final resolution, them smiling as they walk into death, having finally lived, feel profoundly earned and honest. Who should read this? Well, if you love deep philosophical drama, bittersweet romance, and stories that make you introspect about your morality and your regrets, this is a must read. If you were a fan of works like Your Name or I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, this hits that same emotional resonance, but with a darker, more existential edge. Who should skip this manga? If you are looking for a high-action series, a fantasy adventure, or a traditional uplifting happily ever after romance, this is not it. It's a minimalist tragedy that deals with bleakness and existential angst. I Sold My Life for 10,000 yen per year is a quiet masterpiece of narrative restraint. It's a story that will linger in your mind long after you read the final panel, challenging you to ask, what price would someone put on your life? And more importantly, what value do you assign to it every single day? Let me know in the comments if you've read it and what you thought of Miyagi's final choice. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the manga that makes us think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.